Hey guys, welcome to Pinterest in 10 minutes a day, where I am here to empower busy moms to take control of your online business in just 10 minutes a day using Pinterest marketing. My goal is to teach you the ins and outs of do-it-yourself Pinterest marketing, share success stories, and provide actionable tips to help you grow your business. Get ready to learn how to make the most out of your limited time and resources and achieve big results. Let's dive in and start building your online presence today. So first off, we are going to talk about Pinterest SEO strategy. We are at the end of 2024 at the time of this recording, and Pinterest is all about SEO, but let's first cover why. Because you probably have heard this a lot, but it's important to understand. The reason why you want to have an SEO strategy, SEO stands for search engine optimization, is because Pinterest is actually a search engine. Even though they talk about it being a social platform, Pinterest is a search engine. This means that Pinterest is looking for keywords, SEO, so search engine optimization. They're looking for keywords, and that is how they show your pins to pinners. Just like if somebody hops up onto Google and they'll search birthday cake recipes, right? Those are keywords, birthday cake recipes. They'll do the same thing on YouTube and the same thing on Pinterest. It is a search engine. So it's kind of hard to wrap your head around it because it's not like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all of this stuff, because those strategies are all about social and engaging versus Pinterest is actually about the search engine, the SEO strategy. So we're going to dive into three things for you to do for your Pinterest SEO strategy that you can do now, this weekend, over the break, and really start seeing some growth in January at the beginning of the year. The first thing I want you to do is you need to decide on a niche or topic you want to cover. Okay. Now, if you feel like you've done this, I still highly recommend going back to my previous episode where I talk about niching down on Pinterest, how to find your niche, because there's a lot of health experts out there. There's a lot of homesteading out there. There's a lot of weight loss and beauty and all of this stuff. And ultimately, when I've come down to doing their Pinterest audit, that they still haven't niched down enough. And so they're not getting the growth, making the money they want with Pinterest because they aren't niched down enough. So the first thing you need to do with your SEO strategy is to get that niche, that topic you want to cover. And again, my previous podcast episode, how to niche down or how to find your niche on Pinterest, can't remember the exact title, that will guide you through that. That's the very first part of your search engine strategy, SEO. The second part is you are going to head on over to Pinterest and you're going to start making a list of about 20 keywords for your niche. So first off, I always start on the Pinterest platform. It's always easier to do for the desktop from me. And I go to the little search bar and I type in um, homemade laundry detergent or something like that, right? I type it in and Pinterest is going to predict what you are looking to type in. All of those are keywords, key phrases that you want to write down for your SEO strategy. Okay. So you know what your niche. Let's say you are selling, what's up off the top of my head? Let's say you're selling customized mugs, right? So maybe it will be birthday gift ideas, right? Or teacher gift ideas. And you could type in teacher gift and you might see teacher gift ideas, teacher gift tips, teacher gift decor, different stuff like that. Those are all keywords. So this is going to take a little bit of time, but it is well worth the time investment because when you have these keywords and your SEO strategy, you will have the pinners that are seeing your pins will be more likely to sign up for your email list, click on your links, purchase your products, and that type of thing. Okay. So the first thing, you have your niche topic you're going to discuss. The second thing is you're going to make a list of about 20 of those keywords. Now, when I say keywords, it's not like a single word. Typically, it's a phrase anywhere from one or two words to like 5 or 6 words, okay? But make a list of those so that you can have those for this next step. So do that in the Pinterest search bar. You are actually able to go to Pinterest Trends. You can type in trends, TRENDS.pinterest.com. And Pinterest Trends has gotten so much cooler where one, it will give you, well, it's going to give you more keyword trends. Typically, when this tool first came out, it was very, very generic, generic trends where a lot of the keywords you were searched for had to be very, very popular. So my emergency preparedness, long-term food storage, bug out bags, none of those were ever in the trends tool. But now you can find things like bug out bags and you can find a lot more things in trends than you used to. So they've gotten enough content and data to add those in. But it's going to show you which months that trend will peak and not peak, which is a great strategy. So let's say Mother's Day gifts, right? Obviously are going to trend in May, but with Pinterest, with your SEO strategy, you actually want to start pinning a little bit earlier. So in March, late February, you can start creating pins that will trend and really peak in May. If you've already are putting those pins out in May, a week before Mother's Day, it's going to be too long to get them to peak because Pinterest takes about 1 to 3 months to get that keyword cataloged. But when you have your strategy, when you have this list of keywords and the next step we're doing, what you're doing, those pins will take off quicker because you have your SEO strategy. Okay, so 1, niche, 2, list of keywords, 3 is you're going to go to your profile. Again, I recommend doing this from your desktop or laptop, a little bit easier, is you're going to start at the top of your profile. Now, the image is not a clickable image. I do recommend having an image up there. And if your business name is just a name and there's no keywords in it, making sure you have 1 or 2 keywords in the tagline. We aren't quite sure how much Pinterest actually reads that image, but it is still nice to have. Right below that image, you're going to have your Pinterest title. So your name. So for me, my business name is Sharice Merrill, right? No SEO keywords regarding Pinterest at all. So I do Sharice Merrill, pin strategy, Pinterest strategist, that type of thing. My other business, the Merrill Project, I do hyphen food storage or emergency food plan, that type of thing. So you want to take the title of your profile and make sure there are keywords in there. Typically, I do these more of a generic keyword. So let's say you're doing homesteading and you are focusing on selling courses about like gardening. So maybe you'll have your business name and then you'll do homesteading tips or gardening tips at that title, and that title is adding that SEO keyword, okay? The next step down in your profile is your description or your about section, whatever you want to call it. You want to add those keywords in there. Now, we're not going to keyword stuff and shove all 20 keywords in there. No, you're going to make it 2 to 3 sentences. I help I help families do with homesteading by learning how to garden, period. DIY gardening tips for homesteaders in cold weather. That might be a tip. And those are 2 sentences. And then I might add 2 or 3 or 4 more of those keyword phrases. Okay. So this is your SEO strategy. 1, what's the niche topic you're going to 80% talk about because it relates to your products? Again, go back to that podcast to refresh on your niche. Make sure your niche down enough and not too much. 2, go over to Pinterest and Pinterest trends and make a list of keywords. 3, start with the top of your profile. You're going to edit your name. You're going to edit your description. And then you're going to use those keywords in your board titles and your board descriptions. Okay. Pinterest is going to read those keywords from the top to bottom. So it's okay to have a little bit more generic or very generic keyword in your title, maybe a little bit more or a little bit less generic in your description. And then your boards is where you're really going to niche down on those specific keywords. Okay. And that is your Pinterest SEO strategy for this coming year. When you use these keywords, you also can add these keywords list. Remember how I make a list? I actually have my list. I'm not lifting it up. It's taped here in front of my keyboard, so I can always look at my top 10 keywords I want to rank for with Pinterest, okay? But you can use those keywords, and to further your strategy, you can create content around those keywords. You use those keywords in your pin image title. You use those keywords on your pin headline and your description. You can even find those keywords and tag those keywords on the pin, okay? This is all just taking it more steps further. But when you have those initial keywords set up in your Pinterest profile, your pins in the back end are going to take off so much better and give you a lot more quality of engagement from Pinterest that you're looking for, okay? Your action step. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, really quick though. So there are, I would say about 50% of the people that I audit, they actually more than 50% of the people don't have their keywords, but 50% of the people that I audit, they go back, they take the time and they do these, they get more niche down, they find those keywords, they add it, come back to me within 2 months. And they're like, oh my goodness, I am getting so much more traffic. And it's because they've niched down and they've found those keywords. Okay. So your action step is when you've figured out your niche, go through, make your list of 20 keywords. Okay. If you don't know where to start with researching keywords, I do have a free training for you. Go to ChariceMerrill.com/keyword. Okay, and sign up for that training. It will show you it's a video free training so that you can go through and look. I talk about how to find keywords in the search bar, how to use a trends tool, and I think something else in that training. Don't remember. But you want to make that list of 20 keywords, okay? I would love to hear from you. If you have your list, definitely come on over to my free Facebook group. It's called Woman on Pinterest. Say, hey, I found you on Pinterest. I've got my list of keywords. Ask questions. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you have any questions, head on over to my free Facebook group. A lot of these podcasts come from questions of people in that group where I'm able to answer them a little bit more in depth. And if they have the questions, then guaranteed you are. I really appreciate you guys following me along for this year, 2024. I look forward to 2025, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye for now.